former Metro police officer convicted in a deadly drunk driving crash while on duty could get out of prison after serving less than a third of his sentence. And tonight we're hearing from family and friends of David Bisard's victims as they learn the news about his possible early release.
Now, before she checked the roads this evening, our Emily Longnecker spoke with the mother of the man killed in 2010 about what she's now doing to try to keep Bisard from going free.
Eric Wells would have been 37 next month. Now, the former IMPD officer convicted of driving drunk in 2010 and killing Wells and seriously injuring two others could be released from prison on Wells' birthday.
He walks out those doors, he's going to be a free man to do what he wants. That's not how the Wells family lives anymore. We take it day by day, and always a piece of us has been lost, and we can never get that back.
Wells' mother Mary spoke with Eyewitness News on the phone from Florida.
I'm sorry.
She says she learned about Bisard's potential early release in an email Thursday from the Department of Corrections.
I know that the law does not consider him a murderer, but in my heart, I do.
Bisard is currently serving 13 years in prison, but he received credit for earning an associate degree, completing a substance abuse class, and for time served. That means his new projected release date is in June. But Bisard could get out even earlier, as soon as next month, if he's approved for the Community Transition Program, which would allow him to enter work release or go on home detention, among other options.
David Bisard used his vehicle to kill my son that day.
Mary Wells is trying to prevent that from happening. She says she mailed a letter Friday morning, 2 paragraphs she spent the night writing, to the judge who sentenced Bisard. In them, she tried to sum up her life-changing loss.
Eric will never be back. He will never be back on this earth again. He will never have children. He will never have a life. And his parents and his brother and his widow have to live with that for the rest of our lives.
It's something Mary Wells says she lives with every day because it's the only choice she has. She says the judge considering Bisard's future has a choice too. And for the sake of her son's memory, she hopes that judge seriously considers a mother's plea for justice.
I have to try. I have to try. I can't quit. This is my last battle.
Emily Longnecker, Channel 13, Eyewitness News.
And a man who was part of the group of motorcycle riders hit by Bisard also plans to write a letter protesting his early release.
George Burt says he was not physically hurt, but he still carries the memories of that day with him.
I saw the whole thing, and most of the time, nowadays, I don't think about it as much as I did before. And now, with all this coming back on, I guess memories going to start coming back again, because it was kind of horrific what I had to go through. And I don't think he should be allowed out or even thought of letting out until he's completed his complete sentence.
Burt says Bisard's car missed him by just 2 feet. And we have been following this case very closely over the past 6.5 years. It all began, you may remember, back in 2010 when David Bisard drunkenly slammed his patrol car into a group of motorcyclists. While he was awaiting trial in that case, he was involved in a second DUI crash in April of 2013. That's when he received a suspended sentence. And in November of that same year, a jury convicted him in the first crash, and a judge handed down a 13-year prison term. Then in 2015, the State Court of Appeals upheld Bisard's conviction.